Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome all to today's reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. We're reading from Adi Lila, chapter 13, and we'll be reading from verse 91 onwards. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langhayate girim, yat kripa tamham vande Shri Gurum Dinaptarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. E kalank Gaurachandra dila darshana sa kalank chandre ar kon prayojana. When the spotless moon of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became visible, what would be the need for a moon full of black marks on its body? Verse number 92. Eta jani rahu kaila chandrera grahana Krishna Krishna Hari name bhasye tribhuvana. Considering this, Rahu, the black planet, covered the full moon, and immediately vibrations of Krishna Krishna Hari inundated the three worlds. According to the Jyotirvid, a lunar eclipse takes place when the Rahu planet comes in front of the full moon. It is customary in India that all the followers of the Vedic scriptures bathe in the Ganges or the sea as soon as there is a lunar or solar eclipse. All strict followers of the Vedic religion stand up in the water throughout the whole period of the eclipse and chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. At the time of the birth of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, such a lunar eclipse took place, and naturally all the people standing in the water were chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Verse number 93. Jai Jai Dhvani Haila Sakala Bhuvana Chamatkar Hayya Lok Bhave Mane Mana. All people thus chanted the Hare Krishna Mahamantra during the lunar eclipse, and their minds were struck with the wonder. Verse 94. Jagat Bhariya Loke Bale Hari Hari Se Kshane Gora Krishna Bhumi Avatari. When the whole world was thus chanting the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna in the form of Gaura Hari advented himself on the earth. Verse 94. Prasanna Haila Sabe Jagatera Mana Hari Bali Hindu Ke Hasya Kare Yavana. To the whole world was pleased while the Hindus chanted the holy name of the Lord. The non-Hindus, especially the Muslims, jokingly imitated the words. Purport: although Muslims or non-Hindus have no interest in chanting the holy name of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra the Muslims in Navadvipa imitated the Hindus as they chanted during the lunar eclipse. Thus the Hindus and Muslims joined together in chanting the holy name of the Lord when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advented himself. Verse number 96. Hari Bali Nari Gana De Hula Huli Swarge Vadya Nritya Kare Deva Kutu Hali. While all the ladies vibrated the holy name of Hari on earth, in the heavenly planets dancing and music were going on, for the demigods were very curious. Verse number 97. Prasanna Haila Dasha Dik Prasanna Nadi Jala Sthavara Jangam Haila Anande Vivvala. In this atmosphere, all the 10 directions became jubilant, as did the waves of the rivers. Moreover, all beings moving and non-moving were overwhelmed with transcendental bliss. Verse 98. Nadiya Udaya Giri Purnachandra Gaura Hari Kripa Kari Haila Udaya Papatamaha Haila Nasha Tri Jagatera Ullas Jagad Bhari Hari Dhvani Haya. Thus by his causeless mercy the full moon Gaura Hari rose in the district of Nadia, which is compared to the Udayagiri where the sun first becomes visible. His rising in the sky dissipated the sky darkness of sinful life, and thus the three worlds became joyful and chanted the holy name of the Lord. Verse 99. Saikale Nijale Uthiya Advaita Raya Nritya Kare Anandita Mane Haridase Lane Sange Hunkara Kirtana Range Kene Nache Keh Nahi Jane. At that time, Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu in his own house at Shantipur was dancing in a pleasing moon. Taking Haridas Thakur with him, he danced and loudly chanted Hare Krishna, but why they were dancing, no one could understand. Purport: it is understood that Advaita Prabhu at that time was in his own paternal house at Shantipur. Haridas Thakur frequently used to meet him. Coincidentally, therefore, he was also there, and upon the birth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Both of them immediately began to dance, but no one in Shantipur could understand why those two saintly persons were dancing. Verse number 100. Dekhi uparag hasi sigra ganga ghate asi anande karila ganga snana pana uparag chale apanar manobale brahmanere dila nana dana. Seeing the lunar eclipse and laughing, Advaitacharya and Haridas Thakur immediately went to the bank of the Ganges and bathed in the river in great jubilation, taking advantage of the occasion of the lunar eclipse. Advaitacharya, by his mental strength, distributed various types of charity to the Brahmanas. Purport: it is the custom of Hindus to give in charity to the poor as much as possible during the time of lunar or solar eclipse. Advaitacharya, therefore, taking advantage of this eclipse, many varieties of charity to the Brahmanas. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.3.11, there is a statement that when Krishna took his birth, Vasudeva immediately took advantage of this moment and distributed 10,000 cows to the Brahmanas. It is customary among Hindus that at the time a child is born, especially a male child, the parents distribute great charity in jubilation. Advaitacharya was actually interested in distributing charity because of Lord Chaitanya's birth at the time of the lunar eclipse. People could not understand, however, why Advaitacharya was giving such a great variety of things in charity. He did so not because of the lunar eclipse, but because of the Lord's taking birth at that moment. He distributed charity exactly as Vasudeva did at the time of Lord Krishna's appearance. Verse 101. Jagat Anandamaya Dekhi Bane Savismaya Thare Thore Kahe Haridas Tomar Aichana Ranga Mora Mana Prasanna Dekhi Kichu Kare Ache Bhasa. When he saw that the whole world was jubilant, Haridas Thakur, his mind astonished, directly and indirectly expressed himself to Advaitacharya. Your dancing and distributing charity are very pleasing to me. I can understand that there is some special purpose in these actions. Verse 102. Acharya Ratna Shrivasa Hailaya Manes Sukholasa Yai Snana Kaila Ganga Jale Anande Vihval Mana Kare Hari Sankirtana Nana Dana Kaila Mano Bhale. Acharya Ratna Chandrasekhar and Shrivas Thakur were overwhelmed with joy, and immediately they went to the bank of the Ganges to bathe in her waters. Their minds full of happiness, they chanted the Hare Krishna mantra and gave charity by mental strength. Verse 103. Ei mata bhakta tati yanra ye deshe sthiti tahan pana manobale nache kare sankirtan anande vihvala man dana kare grahanera chale. In this way, all the devotees, wherever they were situated in every city and every country, danced, performed sankirtan and gave charity by mental strength. On the plea of the lunar eclipse, their minds overwhelmed with joy. Verse 104. Brahmana sajjana nari nana dravye thali bhari aila sabe yotuka la ya yena kancha sona dyuti dekhi bal kera murti Ashirvad kare sukha pana. All sorts of respectable Brahman gentlemen and ladies carrying plates filled with various gifts came with their presentation. Seeing the newborn child whose form resembled natural glaring gold, all of them happily offered their blessings. Verse 105. Savitri Gauri Saraswati Shachi Rambha Arundhati Arayata Deva Nariganan Nana Dravya Patra Bhari Brahmanira Veshe Dhari Asi Sabe Kare Darshana. Dressing themselves as the wives of Brahmanas, all the celestial ladies, including the wives of Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Nrsimhadev, King Indra, and Vasishtha Rishi, along with Rambha. A dancing girl of heaven came there with variety of gifts. Purport: when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a newborn baby, he was visited by the neighboring ladies, most of whom were the wives of respectable Brahmanas in the dress of Brahmana wives. Celestial ladies like the wives of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva also came to see the newborn child. Ordinary people saw them as respectable Brahmana ladies of the neighborhood, but actually they were all celestial ladies dressed in that way. Verse 106. Antarikshe Devagana Gandharva Siddha Charan Stuti Nritya Kare Vadya Geet Nartak Vadak Bhat नवद्वीपे यार नात सबे आसी नाचे pana prita. In outer space, all the demigods, including the inhabitants of Gandharvalok, Siddhalok, and Janalok, offered their prayers and danced to the accompaniment of music, songs, and the beating of drums. Similarly, in the Navadvip city, all the professional dancers, musicians, and blessers gathered together, dancing in great jubilation. Purport: as there are professional singers, dancers, and reciters of prayers in the heavenly planets, so in India still there are professional dancers, blessers, and singers, all of whom assembled together during householder ceremonies, especially marriages and birth ceremonies. These professional men earn their livelihood by taking charity on such occasions from the homes of the Hindus. Eunuchs also take advantage of such ceremonies to receive charity. That is their means of livelihood. Such men never become servants or engage themselves in agriculture or business occupations. They simply take charity from neighborhood friends to maintain themselves peacefully. The Bhattas are the class of Brahmanas who go to such ceremonies to offer blessings by composing poems with references to the Vedic scriptures. Verse 107. Keba ase keba yaya, keba nache keba gaya, sambhalite nare kar bola, khandi leka dukha shoka pramoda purita loka mishra haila anande vihvala. No one could understand who was coming and who was going, who was dancing and who was singing, nor could they understand one another's language. Yet all happiness and lamentation were immediately dissipated and people became all jubilant. Thus Jagannath Mishra was also overwhelmed with joy. So we'll continue from here onwards. Thank you for joining. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna.